I did it again. Cough drop right before the broadcast. Bad idea, guys. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee and Headlines. This is our morning live get-together from Puerto Vallarta every day of the week, 7 days a week. And I'm sorry, I feel so sleepy. You see, God or nature, I don't know which one of the two, or maybe the two combined, or maybe the two are the same thing, gave Luna, my kitty cat, the uncanny ability to find my nose in a completely pitch dark room and aim its tongue at it in the middle of the night, which happened at 3:30 in the morning. And then I proceeded to figure out, okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to enjoy the love because, she's my daughter. I have to enjoy the love. But then I couldn't go back to sleep. It was 4:30 when I got up and I figured, okay, I'm going to work for a little while. And I worked from 4:30 to 6:30 and I figured, no, maybe I will try to sleep again. And I slept from like 6:30 to 8:30. So I'm a little woozy, but I'm so very happy to be here. But I'm definitely ditzy. I mean, sleep is one thing that is like the most sacred thing for me. Sleep and tacos. And of course, today is Tuesday. We have to talk about Taco Tuesday, which is almost ready. We're going to talk about that in the second half of the show. But even before I get ahead of me, can we send some huge love to our our own Facebook? I hope it was good news. I hope it's a birthday. It's a birthday, right? Please don't scare me, you guys. Anyhow, as soon as I figure out your comments, we'll find out what's going on. Back to our usual introduction. This is Coffee and Headlines, our daily get-together live here on Facebook, where we exchange headlines, comments, topics, ideas, thoughts, suggestions, anything that can nurture the quality of our lives as a community of English-speaking locals living here in Puerto Vallarta. Always a pleasure to see you, and always a pleasure to meet new friends. If you're new to these broadcasts, my name is Paco, and we'd love to find out that you're new. You can let us know by writing the word new in your comments. Also, if you have something truly important that you wish to share during the broadcast, it helps a great deal if you can add a letter Q at the beginning of your question or comment. So, with that said, let's find out who's in the house, starting with Den. It's great to see you. Good vibes for Raymond. What's going on, you guys? Please fill me in. Happy Tuesday from Mijal. It's great to see you. Plaza Dorada is in the house. Okay, you guys are making me nervous. I hope there's nothing wrong nothing going on that is wrong. Thank you, Bronica. It's great to see that you're here with us. Wasn't that fun? If I may say so myself, I had such a great time talking about my favorite subject yesterday, Betsy. And this morning I was thinking, that first phrase from Estrellita, it's only do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It's only 7 notes, but there are so many more secrets and things to unpack in that 7-note phrase if we only had the time. And we will. I look forward to being able to do this in public when the time is right for all of us, of course. Logan and I must be on the same clockwork or clock watch or whatever, except I don't have AC, but my ceiling fans are starting to get cranked to a higher speed as things get a little warmer here. Let's see who else is here. Oh, thank you. I was not aware of this. I was not aware of this. Thank you so very much, Michael. But great vibes to Raymond. Absolutely. We'll be thinking about this. Thank you very much for filling me in. I hope it is something that was pre-scheduled and not an emergency. Let's see who else is in the house. A couple more. Teresa is here from Bucerias. Let's see who else. Bucerias, we have news for you guys. The vaccination thing just went wrong. And we might as well get started with that. Well, yes, as I was saying just a second ago, we announced twice last week that vaccination for Nayarit's Bahía de Banderas municipality seniors would begin this week. And now it turns out that the expected vaccines were rerouted elsewhere, leaving hundreds of pre-registered people in the dark. No further explanations were provided, and no further statements as to when the vaccines will arrive in Bahía de Banderas were made. If you're frustrated, I could not even begin to blame you, because a lot of folks must feel, like these things are announced and then they don't happen. So if you're frustrated, I definitely hear you. On the other hand, more good news from Pfizer. Another shipment with 600,000 Pfizer vaccines arrived in Mexico in 4 separate flights from Brussels, destined for Querétaro, Monterrey, Mexico City, and Guadalajara. Of that total number, 108,225 doses were destined for our state, and we await for details as to how those vaccines will be distributed, where and when. Again, hopefully we'll get some more clarity later on in the week. Meanwhile, China has announced a digital COVID passport, and this is not directly related to us, but I think it is important. A COVID passport that shows its citizens' vaccination history along with COVID-19 test results. The passport is actually a smartphone app that displays this information. Spokesperson for the Foreign Affairs Office for the country said these systems hope to impulse world economic recovery and to ease complications as people cross international borders. Other countries such as the United States and the United Kingdom, not to mention the European Commission, are also following suit with similar systems that are currently either under review or under development. Now, what does that mean for us? Well, if entire countries are devoting time and resources to develop such health passports, it can only mean that COVID is here to stay, at least for a while. I am looking at a question on the screen by Angelica asking if the problem in Mismaloya got resolved yesterday, and I had this schedule right here. So let's go to that. What happened in Mismaloya yesterday? Well, Mismaloya residents took to the highway yesterday in protest against local business tycoon Fernando González Corona and his Garza Blanca emporium for ecologic destruction in the nearby mountain zone. Mismaloya residents first blocked access to only Garza Blanca construction trucks and Ciapal personnel, assuming or implying that Ciapal, the waterworks company, is also in all these decisions. But by 11 a.m., they blocked all vehicular traffic in the area. What I do know, Angelica, since you ask, is that nothing was posted that I could see to the effect that things got resolved. And I doubt that things will get resolved in any way, shape, or form. The developers will continue to develop, and we don't know exactly what's going to happen with that. All we know is that we see one after another cases in town or nearby of buildings that exceed their permits, and all of a sudden they are expected to tear things down because they exceeded a permit. It is very sad. It is very sad that these things happen. And but if anything, they raise awareness, hopefully, for future developers to keep this in mind and not overdevelop. Let me stop for your comments before I show you a couple of other news. Let me take a quick look at what you are thinking. Thank you very much for that, Michael. I cannot get it out of my head, and I am loving that. I hope you guys took some time to look at some of the beautiful recordings that we listened to yesterday. Let's see what else we have. Buen día, José Luis González. And see what else we have. No vaccines? Question mark for Monica O'Neill Glenn. No, I am to get my second dose March 24 at Naval Hospital. Do you know if they will have them by then? Gracias. My birthday today. Well, first of all, happy birthday, Monica. Secondly, I was referring to no vaccines in Bahía de Banderas, which is not Puerto Vallarta. If you say that you got your vaccine at the Naval Hospital in Puerto Vallarta, I don't know. No, I actually don't understand. If they told you that you were already scheduled for a second vaccine and you had your first vaccine at the Naval Hospital, then you must have information that nobody else has, because the state of Jalisco has not announced any specific dates for follow-up vaccines just yet. So I am sorry, I cannot help you with more specific information, but I do wish you a darling birthday today. I hope you have an awesome birthday. Where is my party noisemaker? Here. Happy birthday, Monica. There you go. Hello, Camille and Oren are here. First timers, it's great to see you. Welcome to Coffee and Headlines. Please grab your favorite beverage and just stick around. Feel free to ask questions, and we will love every single question that you ask, as long as it applies to Puerto Vallarta and it applies to living here as a local person. Let's see what else we have. Bim bam bim bam bam. Well, we don't know if they didn't, or do we? That's so funny. Let's see what else we have. I think we're caught up. Let me continue with the news, because we have a couple of other things. And this is another one that doesn't have to do with us, and it has to do with vaccination. But does it not have anything to do with us? As it turns out, another news item that maybe doesn't affect us directly is this one, but maybe it does. It's a recent announcement from the United States Center for Disease Control to the effect that you can now have friends and family over for dinner if everybody is vaccinated. Now, this announcement is being considered as a big step towards normalcy, but several locals involved in Puerto Vallarta's hospitality industry were not so keen on this announcement, as they relate as things relate to U.S. guests coming to Mexico, and forgetting that guidelines are different here, at least presently. If you are planning to come to Puerto Vallarta, please be mindful of the fact that you may be able to have all kinds of fabulous gatherings at home, because that's the guideline established in the United States. Things are slightly different here. We're not quite that comfortable yet. So as you relate to other people in your stay in Mexico, please be mindful of that, and be mindful of what the actual guidelines we are using that are in place at the present time. Last but not least, this came as a surprise halfway through yesterday's broadcast, and we indeed mourn the passing of Mexico's favorite TV clown, Ricardo Gonzalez, better known as Cepillín, or Little Brush. He died yesterday from cancer complications. He was 75 years of age. He was originally a dentist, and Gonzalez decided to wear a clown face to make his children patients more comfortable when he started to practice dentistry in Monterrey, which is my hometown. And this decision eventually led to a lifelong profession change and lifelong career in television mostly, but also in film. Along with millions of other Mexican boys and girls, I watched Cepillín on television as a child. That's how old he is. And that's how old I am, for that matter. And his passing leaves an enormous void in the hearts of many, many people in our country for his lifelong commitment to bringing joy and happiness to his viewers. With that said, let us take a quick look at any other comments? No, I think we can go ahead and move on to our weather for today and the following days. Weather. Oh! Now that's funny. Snarky Weather says that the forecast calls for more royal drama. I wonder why. Actually, I don't. I haven't seen the interview, but I finally found it and I downloaded it, and I'm expecting to watch that interview today, and we'll see how that goes. But never mind the royal family. It is 27 degrees Celsius in town right now. It feels like 27 degrees, exactly the same temperature, because humidity is low. It is a low 37%. Our Fahrenheit equivalent is 81%. And let's see, the weather forecast for today calls for a clear day, high temperature of 30, low temperature 19. Tomorrow we can expect a clear day throughout the day, high temperature 30, low temperature 18. And Thursday, another clear day with a high temperature of 30 and a low temperature of 19. Just beautiful weather for the rest of the week, at least as far as we can see. So let me see what else we have here. We have a couple of other headlines that I want to share with you. The first one of them being this one that caught my attention this morning. And what this is an awesome article that I found on the Huffington Post praised street artists from Barcelona to California that are hailing the hope that comes with coronavirus shots. Huffington Post went ahead and curated an inspiring gallery of images posted on Instagram by the artists showcasing their works, from a tribute to country music icon Dolly Parton for donating $1 million to the research of the Moderna vaccine, to other works more intended as a jab. As always, I'm going to leave this bookmark for you to enjoy after the broadcast, and we will absolutely love it. Well, I loved it, I'm sure, hoping that you will as well. And before we dive into Taco Tuesday related news, let me see. Might as well just dive into the news, and then we'll take a look at all the comments at the very end. And boom, Taco Tuesday is alive and well. And I want to tell you exactly what's been going on and what is going to happen with Taco Tuesday moving forward. For starters, I'm still working on developing a fabulous logo, because we have to start with a fabulous logo. We have gone on and started the beginning of the new Taco Tuesday map, which of course will take some time to fill in, but we have to remember that when we did when we started the Versailles map, there were a bunch of taco related places there. So needless to say, we have that already in place. So let us first say the following. We are going to start with Taco Tuesday next week, a week from today, with a big countdown. And what we're going to feature next Tuesday is a reminder of the different types of tacos that you can expect to find here in Puerto Vallarta. Then we will do a review of those places that we have already covered in Versailles that serve tacos. Jorge asks, why is it called Taco Tuesdays? I can eat tacos every day. I hear you. I can eat tacos every day as well. As a reminder, and thanks to your suggestion, we are starting the idea of mentioning a taco place that we know and love every Tuesday. And we are starting to populate a map with all these taco locations throughout Puerto Vallarta, so that we can then have them as a reference. Joe asks, can we give our favorite taco places? I am counting on that, because there will be a lot of taco places that I know that you don't, and vice versa. So we can all nurture this list together. I'm hoping that if you own a taco place, you will not recommend your own place, because that would be kind of like tooting your own horn. Although, we don't chastise you for that either. Ultimately, what we want to do is to know that, it's kind of like going to the bathroom. If you have to go pee and you're going to be around the city, want to know at least a couple of trustworthy spots where you'll be able to, do the deed. So the same thing with our taco endeavor. So we're starting a week from today with, again, a big overview of the kinds of tacos you can enjoy and a review of the taco places that we've already covered in Versalles. We will have to go back to a few of those, obviously, because we just talked about these venues as restaurants. And some of these restaurants have tacos as their specialty, while others, it's just an option. But there are some amazing tacos out there. Let me take a quick look. Paul says, can we give the taco places we think are highly overrated? Oh, obviously, when we can, of course, shade those taco places a little bit, just a little bit, because you're right. There are certain taco places that are highly overrated. And maybe what we can do is, so that we don't say things that we shouldn't be saying, and because we don't want to ruffle any feathers. But if you think a place is overrated, well, you can make a face and send me a face in your comment or something. And if you send a taco place that I think is overrated, I may just go or something like that. I don't know. We'll think of a code, because there are definitely some taco places anything. Anyhow, can we recommend food carts with amazing tacos? Of course. I mean, some of the best tacos in this town are taco stands, not even taco restaurants. So we're going to go get dirty on those. And no Montezuma's revenge complaints are accepted or welcome. These are places, and a lot of the places, you just have to have them at your own risk, and that's just the nature of the beast. Michal says maybe a few feathers can be ruffled. Well, if we didn't ruffle a few feathers from time to time, it would not be coffee and headlines. And speaking of ruffling, let me go back to see some of these comments you guys posted about the interview, because I think I saw some shade. And if I saw some shade, I'm drawn to the shade. Did you see The Crown won Best Drama Series for Critics' Choice? I did. No one available to accept it. I didn't know about that. I haven't been watching the award ceremonies lately, because they just don't seem to be as fabulous as they used to be before the pandemic. But yes, I love The Crown and loved watching it. The interview was a joke, spoiled privilege at its worst. Thank you for that, Dave. I cannot comment because I haven't watched it. And John, so don't get ugly at each other, guys. I love it. Logan says, I haven't had breakfast yet, and that taco photo just did me in. I could tell you where those tacos came from, actually, that I photographed, but I would be doing a shameless plug. Well, fuck it. Let's do a shameless plug. Those tacos came from Hotel Mercurio, of all places. There you go. Shameless plug. Let's see what else we have. An alternative audience on Coffee and Headlines. Well, we're definitely alternative, Michael. Why? Because we are mostly good-humored, and we are mostly very positive and happy and so forth and so on. And maybe that's an alternative reality. I love it. Let's see what else we have. We have the What the Fuck Cockatoo for Shade. Oh, that's a great idea. That is a good. Thank you so very much. Every time we get a shady taco stand, or a taco stand that doesn't deserve as much praise, we can go like this.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Exactly. That's exactly what we're going to do. So, in short, please send your taco recommendations any day of the week. Please share your favorite places. If you want to throw some shade, just make sure that the shade is kind of kind. Not really nasty shade. Because ultimately, even the most overrated taco places, and I'm thinking about that one on Basilio Vadillo, and I'm sure you know which one I'm thinking about, they have so many clients waiting in line, and they have fabulous tacos. But what a shame that within walking distance, there are so many other amazing taco places. And that is precisely what we are going to be uncovering with this new adventure. Needless to say, the map will only be available for some time to Coffee and Headline supporting members. And as such, as was the case with the Versailles for Foodies map, when it was only available for you guys, the supporting members, we will ask that you kindly do not share the map with the general public, because ultimately this is how we make a living. And with that said, I think it is time to continue. Oh my goodness. Scott Ransom asks, where is La Tia Pera? I am not familiar. La Tia Pera is in the corner of Ignacio Vallarta and Basilio Vadillo, and we are definitely going to showcase La Tia Pera eventually, because La Tia Pera, or Auntie Pera, she's been there forever, and she is a part of the community and the culture, and I am sure she must have all kinds of late night stories about or from her taco stand, because she is like right around the corner from the neighborhood and so forth and so on. Anyhow, let's see. Oh, Alan, I need a parrot. I've only been able to teach my dog how to fart. Well, have I seen a farting parrot video? See, that's going to be my assignment for today. So we will find out if there are farting parrot videos out there. And if there are, then maybe you have some hope. You can find a parrot and teach your parrot how to fart. There you go. So that is, I think that's it. I think that's it. And if I seem like blah, 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 it's because I haven't slept. I am a little tired, but I am so happy to be with you. And sonoritas, we have a sonoritas in Versailles. No, we don't. We do? If we do, then I'd love to find out where it is, Paul, because this is news to me. And sonoritas in Versailles. Wow, that is really, really good. Matthew is asking for a que pedo, or a parrot that says que pedo. I would love to find that parrot as well. So I have missions to accomplish today, finding parrots that fart and finding parrots that say que pedo. But before we do that, we have to say goodbye, or we have to say farewell. It's great to see you as always. It's great to put together news and funny stories for you guys to smile every single day. I hope that your day is amazing, that you do all kinds of fun things, and that you are getting ready for Taco Tuesday a week from today. Tomorrow is, of course, a Walking Wednesday, and we have a very special walk ready for you. So I hope you'll stay kind and stay happy and stay in touch and stay healthy and stay safe and stay nearby so you can get together with the rest of the cluster, hopefully tomorrow. Have a great day.